Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment. As it all comes to an end, the Indianapolis Colts defeat the Tennessee Titans 33-17. Oh man, and I knew it. Okay, I tweeted before the game. First of all, I woke up this morning. Okay, and as I always do, for some reason, I don't know why I do this, I open up Twitter on my cell phone. And I read that Marcus Mariota was not expected to play, and that was it. And then when it was confirmed, I tweeted out on my Twitter at the MJ Take, we're gonna try our best, but I got the Colts winning 27-13, and they won 33-17. There was just no way, with Blaine Gabbert at the helm, that the Tennessee Titans were going to win this game. There just really wasn't a way. I cannot believe, to save my life, how this guy has a job in the NFL. Other than perhaps a third string quarterback. Perhaps even saying he's a third string quarterback is a stretch to me. This guy is so unbelievably bad, so unbelievably limited and blind and elementary and mediocre at best. It blows my mind. It was like watching a child out on the football field attempting his best to do anything and failing at almost everything. It was unbelievable. I mean, I really could not believe what I was seeing today. The two interceptions were absolutely horrendous, including the backbreaker that really sealed the deal with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter as we were down 24-17 with a chance to go down the field and tie the game. And I don't know what he was thinking. First of all, Corey Davis was open on the 5-yard out. Okay, make the throw, you get a first down, good. He hesitates, he starts rolling, and then he tries to throw across his body. I mean, I know what he was trying to do. Yes, there was a guy that was open in the middle of the field there, but he wasn't open because there was a linebacker that was right there. You're not going to throw over this guy. And this guy was drafted in 2011. It's not like he was drafted this year. He was drafted in 2011, and yet for some reason, these NFL coaches cannot quit this guy. They love this guy. They believe that this guy is the quintessential backup quarterback. This is who we trust with our franchise on the line in a win or lose situation, win or go home situation. This is our guy. We're going to bring him in. We're going to make him the backup quarterback. And if our starting quarterback goes down, we have faith in Blaine Gabbert to come through for us at the end of the day. And I just can't believe it. And look, I'm not going to get into any political things on this channel. I am not a politics guy. But point blank period, if you don't think Colin Kaepernick is better than this, you are insane people. I mean, this was just, even his touchdown. Okay, I said thank God when he threw his one and only touchdown, because, I was even afraid he was going to miss that throw, because he missed the throw to Dion Lewis, the 3-yard flat. He couldn't even hit him with a 2-yard flat. He missed Luke Stocker, made Luke Stocker dive in the first quarter. He threw behind Corey Davis, threw behind Tajay Sharp. It was really an incredible display of poor quarterback play. I can't believe it. It blows my mind from top to bottom. Wow. This is just, wow. 18 of 29, and I don't know how. I don't know how he even completed 18 passes. This was really up there with Rusty Smith. This was really bad, people. He deserves an F- for this performance today, and the interception at the end of the game just topped it all off. The game's already over. Who cares? We're getting holding calls. We're getting this. We're getting that. Let's just give him another one. I swear, if I see Blaine Gabbert in a Tennessee Titans jersey again, I will riot. I will go right down to LP Field or Nissan Stadium or whatever we're calling it, or Baptist Sports Park, wherever I have to go, and I will riot for the rest of the summer. Because I cannot, if I see him again in a Titans jersey, I won't be able to do it. I mean, I really feel a disdain for this kid with his horrible mustache and his hair. I mean, this guy, I can't believe this guy. And look, I don't care what anyone says. I really don't care what anyone says. If Marcus Mariota played today, I will tell you this, it would have been a hell of a game. Because I'm not going to say we would have won. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because I will tell you at least this game would have been at least tied in the fourth quarter, right? That 24-17 drive, Marcus Mariota would have led us down the field and scored a touchdown. I guarantee that. I believe that with my whole heart entirely. Now, Andrew Luck might have and probably would have responded, and then Mariota may have responded right back. It was going to be a duel. It was going to be a battle, and it's a battle that we could have won. But with Blaine Gabbert at the helm, no way. And I almost said Blake Bortles because he's comparable to Blake Bortles today. And this isn't the Blaine Gabbert recap. Let's not make this the Blaine Gabbert recap, but I mean, really, I mean, that's what we're talking about. If you watched the game, did you watch the game? I mean, it was so, okay. Other than that, it was embarrassing. You know, it really was. I mean, we kept it somewhat competitive. But this is what we've been asking for 9 years, right? You know, as Titans fans, we all understand each other. We all feel each other. We want to be on the national stage on Sunday Night Football once again. We want to be respected for once again, right? Everyone's disrespecting us. We want to show up and we want to prove to everyone that, no, we deserve to be here. And yet again on the national stage, we absolutely pretty much dud. I mean, pretty much for the most part today. I mean, we did have a nice second effort. When it came out, the game was horrible. I mean, it probably couldn't have started more horrible. The Colts were up 14-0 early, and then luckily, Jayon Brown. Okay, this guy is absolutely turning into a stud. I can't wait to see him continue to progress in his career. You're talking about this guy getting a pick six and then a strip, okay, and recovering the fumble as well. You know, really giving this Titans team life on his own. I can't wait to see him progress into the next season. Jayon Brown, Rashad Evans, Wesley Woodyard, we have our inside linebackers at least. Because I don't know what else we have from time to time, but we at least have that, so I'm happy about that. So Jayon Brown, thank you for that. Derrick Henry in the run game. Look, here's the thing. Jared Stillman. Okay, Jared Stillman, if you know him, 102.5, I believe, is his radio station, Jared and the GM. Look, this guy loves tweeting about how we should run the football more with Derrick Henry, and it sounds great. But look, at the end of the day, Blaine Gabbert has to make throws. Like, this is 2018, people. This is 2018. Who are the best running backs in the league? Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, you know, etc. Okay, those are the Saquon Barkley. None of them can run the ball and win the game on their own. None of them. Literally not one. And those are way better than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is playing great right now, but even those guys, way better than Derrick Henry, right? This is 2018. You just can't run and only run and expect to win the football game. You just can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. You're going to have to make throws. I don't want to hear that we lost this game today because we did not run Derrick Henry enough. If you watch the flow of the game, we lost this game because Blaine Gabbert could not make the simplest of throws. That was it. We didn't even ask him to make a deep throw until late into the game, which he actually made, by the way. We asked him to make simple throws, make simple reads. He couldn't make it. And I'm back on Blaine Gabbert. I keep going back to Blaine Gabbert. I mean, look, let's just stop it there. We're done with him, hopefully. Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert. Oh, Blaine Gabbert. I'm so traumatized by this kid. So anyway, the receivers. I mean, Corey Davis did the best he could. Taywan Taylor did the best. No, Taywan Taylor not did the best he could. I mean, because look, he did you see the screen in the beginning of the game? This guy, he caught the ball early, and then he just sat there, and then he started just running behind Corey Davis. It took him like what seemed like an eternity. Really, it was like 3 seconds to start running up the field, and people believe this guy's a number 2 receiver. Can you stop stop. Can we get a real number 2 wide receiver? Look, Taywan Taylor can occasionally do things. Yes, I agree. He's not a number 2. He's not consistent enough to be a number 2. Can we stop that conversation? And then Tajay Sharp got injured today, and Darius Jennings came in and did more Darius Jennings things. And it was what it was. And look, at least we did learn this. We can't run Dion Lewis, right? So we didn't run Dion Lewis today. We gave all our rushes to Derrick Henry. And I think this should be more of the formula. Although it is predictable, now you're going to know whenever Dion Lewis is in the game, we're pretty much going to throw. I think that's what you have to do, because Dion Lewis has been not good running the football this year at all. And I think with an improved offensive line, he would be better. But definitely we need to do more of a split to where if Lewis is on the field, we're probably not going to run with him, because he's been really ineffective as a runner this season. With that said, defensively, I really wasn't happy with the defense today, to be honest with you. They were able to slow them down a little bit at times, but they gave up too much. Dory Jackson, is he a number 1 corner? If he is, he's very low tier, right? He's not a reliable one. He's not one that's particularly dominant, one that's going to be a Pro Bowler. I don't see this. He could still improve. But right now he's not a Pro Bowl cornerback. He's just too inconsistent. He can't slow down T.Y. Hilton enough. And T.Y. Hilton actually today was slowed down a decent amount. Only had 2 catches, but for 61 yards. It's just, he has inconsistent play. You saw him get beat by Dontrell Inman near the goal line. You saw him have some mess ups today. You saw the punt return. It's just frustrating. We need more consistent play from him, and I think he can continue to progress and get to that point. So I'm not suggesting you replace him or anything like that. I'm just saying I was frustrated with his performance today. Point blank, period. Wesley Woodyard, I was fine with. He was a little late at times though. But I was still fine with him. Byard, same thing. But up front, you just see, without Joe Casey, we have nothing. Daquan Jones can occasionally do something, but that's it. Austin Johnson, I love the draft pick at the time when we drafted him. He can't do anything. And now you saw today, anything that he does is really pretty much because of Joe Casey. Because without Joe Casey, he has no chance to do anything. Right? He was not able to get any penetration. It was not able to stop anybody. No. Let's see what he registered on the stat sheet today. I didn't even see him registered. 1 tackle. Wow. He had 1 total tackle today. It was an assisted tackle for what I'm reading on my screen. So, what does this guy do? Benny Logan, the same thing. Well, what do they do? How does Daquan Jones had 2 tackles, Benny Logan 1, Austin Johnson 1? Can anyone explain that to me? Especially with the Colts running the ball as they were. Okay, there are 2 running backs, and Nyheim Hines and Marlon Mack. Pretty much not Marlon Mack in terms of the receiving game, in terms of the rushing game. Where were these guys? How do we get 4 combined tackles out of Austin Johnson, Daquan Jones, and Benny Logan? Because they're not good. And Joel Casey's been hiding this defensive line. He's been shadowing these guys, and now you see without him, they're nothing. We're weak up front, and I told you that in the preview. The hope was that we had Mariota to at least be able to combat the run game of the Indianapolis Colts, but without him, we had no chance. And Rashawn Evans is going to continue to improve and get more involved, and I like Harold Landry getting the sack today. I want to see more of that in 2019, and I believe that we will. You see with rookie pass rushers, they come in, they get a lot of pressures early, not many sacks, and then they end up getting a lot of pressures and a lot of sacks as the years goes on. Myles Garrett had 7 sacks his rookie year. This year had like 14. I remember J.J. Watt only had 5.5 sacks his rookie year. Next year had 20. Right, so I'm expecting Harold Landry to really pop off next year production-wise, because you saw that sack killed that drive. Look, I'm fine with Harold Landry, but I'm just saying you got to get more sacks. They make a difference. Pressures are nice. Don't get me wrong. They reduce quarterback pass ratings, they cause problems, can even cause interceptions. Sacks kill drives. There's reasons why J.J. Watt is so valuable, reasons why Aaron Donald's so valuable. They're MVP candidates for a reason. They get sacks, they kill drives, they make a huge impact on the game, and the pass rush today outside of Harold Landry was awful. Let's call it what it is. It was awful. Derek Morgan's done. He's never been much of a pass rusher anyway. He's finished in terms of any pass rushing ability. That's just the way it is. So we need to make improvements there. We have a lot of things to do with this football team, people. And I will come back for a season recap on Wednesday. Okay, as we discuss the mess that is our football team. And it's not a complete mess. I don't want to be completely gloom and doom tonight. Okay, because hey, this is our 3rd straight 9-7 season. And we made the playoffs last season, won a playoff game. And I thought we could have made it this year and won another playoff game. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And such is life as a Tennessee Titan fan. You know, I mean, we're used to this. We get this. We understand this. At least life is better now than it was in 2014 and 2015. We are winning games. We are close. We have moves to make, okay? And John Robinson, he's going to have to wake up and see the issues on this football team. Primarily, we cannot enter next season with Blaine Gabbert at the helm at quarterback. This is ridiculous. He is absolutely limited. They have no faith in him whatsoever. Why would you continue to put him behind center? Because let's face it, Marcus Mariota, whether or not you believe he's injury prone or not, he has a propensity to miss games. We could agree upon that. So we need to have one of the best backup quarterback situations in the league. I'm fine bringing back Ryan Fitzpatrick. I want to call Nick Foles, Teddy Bridgewater, come holla and talk to me. Those are the conversations we need to begin to have. I'll even take RG3 because this guy stinks. I mean, Blaine Gabbert is so bad. I mean, I've already ranted on this guy. I don't want to continue to rant on this guy, but he deserves every second of it and more. Okay, but I'm sure he's going to get lambasted across every network. And if not, I'll be back on Wednesday to do more of it. Because, I mean, seriously, I mean, this is the reason we lost today. And the defense being weak as well. But really, I mean, Blaine Gabbert was just ridiculously awful. And I'm offended that he has a job in this country as a starting NFL quarterback, or at least backup. I'm offended by that. I mean, honestly. So, with all of that said, the season comes to an end. Quickly for the Indianapolis Colts, because I'm sure there are some Colts fans that watch this video and want to know about their team. Congratulations. You've made the playoffs, and honestly, look, I don't want to give away my playoff predictions yet, but I like your chances at Houston. I like the way Andrew Luck's playing. He's playing a lot smarter right now. I don't love T.Y. Hilton's injury, man. He is out there limping, man. You see that injury really affecting him, and that's really affecting the Colts passing game. Now, they were able to do some things today. You saw Dontrell Inman come down with a number of key receptions today. He's going to continue to be a threat. They have this Mo Ali Cox. Who is this guy? He came in. He got a catch today, and he has some nice blocks as well, and Chester Rogers able to do some things. I just think this receiving game, you're able to move the ball. I mean, I understand that. But, man, this lack of threats does concern me. Now, facing Houston, it's not a big deal because their cornerbacks aren't that talented anyway. I mean, they're decent. Don't get me wrong, but they're not that talented. So you could have some success, and I like your chances in Houston. I will say that. Beyond Houston, like, can you go to Kansas City and go blow for blow with Kansas City? I just don't think so. I mean, I know the Chiefs love to choke at home in Arrowhead. You guys were able to come back against them a number of years ago. That was in Indianapolis. That 45-44 ridiculous comeback effort by Andrew Luck, but I just don't see that. I think with Patrick Mahomes at the helm, he will outduel you in Kansas City. You're just going to put up more points so you'll be able to put up, and that'll be all she wrote. But can you guys go to Houston and win just as you did a couple weeks ago? I absolutely believe that. And I love right now your running backs and Marlon Mack and Nyheim Hines. Hines coming out of the backfield catching things, and Marlon Mack really doing his thing in terms of the run game. He's not an explosive runner, won't make really great splashing plays, but he's consistent. He's definitely consistent, moves the chains, and that's really all you need with a guy like Andrew Luck, a talented quarterback like Andrew Luck at the helm. So to me, you have to like that. So, you know, congratulations. You guys won. Andrew Luck now 11-0 against the Tennessee Titans. Unfortunately for me, but it is what it is. So, Tennessee Titans fans, again, I will be back on Wednesday for a true season recap. I don't want to be too emotional as I sit down and talk about, you know, free agents we should go after and, you know, what we should do with the coaching staff and all of that. Like, it's going to take time. In fact, I might go live for that because I think there's just so much to discuss, and I know people are going to have questions anyway, so stay tuned. I might go live, but let's commit to this. Let's commit to Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Let's commit to that date and that time, and we'll see whether or not I go live or not. So stick around, come back for all of that. It's unfortunate, you know, life as a Tennessee Titans fan, but I will say this. I'm happy that we made this effort to try to make the playoffs. I know people wanted a higher draft pick, but look, here's the deal. Like, if we have a good general manager, he should be able to pick well at pick 19, period. If he can't pick well at pick 19, he's a bad general manager. He should be able to find a good player at pick number 19, or he's not a good GM, we need to find a better GM, period. I mean, I don't want to hear that the 10th pick is so much better than the 19th pick. I don't want to hear it. He better find a good player at number 19 and number 58 or wherever, the 59, whatever, okay, and moving on in the next rounds. I mean, that's what I expect from John Robinson, and we're going to expect that moving forward. So it's unfortunate, 9-7, missing the playoffs after making it last season. But I'll end on this note, okay? It is our third straight winning season. We're much better than we were in 2014-15, and if we can just make the right adjustments, I know that we can get there. But we do have a big thing to discuss as it pertains to the quarterback position and Marcus Mariota. Man, if only he was out there on the field today. Will it be out there moving forward? Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment. I'm out. See you all later.